again for another video. On this video, I'll be discussing one of my last videos, the other side of it, and that was, is she her dysfunction? Yes, many women are very separate from their dysfunction, but it is no different than a responsibility of any other sort. It's no different than having a dog that tears things up. There we are, terrorizing people. It's no different than that has a if you have a cat that is peeing everywhere. It's no different than if you have children who are misbehaving out in public. These are your responsibilities because you own them. These are the things that you chose to have in your life. Now, while the dysfunctions may not be your choice to have in your life, they are nonetheless your responsibility. It's no different than us being here. We weren't responsible for the reason that we are here in America as far as the ADOS community goes, but we hold the responsibility for the upkeep of our community nonetheless. It's no different. They gave us the dysfunction. It's our job to fix it. And as the individual, this reigns to be the same. That someone else may have given you your dysfunctions. In some cases, some people, that's not the case. But for those of you who want to blame others, point the finger and say, well, my past, this person, that situation, PTSD, etc. For the fact that you can point these things out and you can say where they come from lets me know that you realize that you have a dysfunction. And I have a saying, as you know, many people know, I have many sayings, but one of my sayings is, if you have power / authority without responsibility / accountability, it creates more dysfunction. So while you may be skating around saying, oh, well, I did what I did because I'm dysfunctional, you are truly loving your dysfunction, my opinion, because you're not doing anything to change it. You love the circumstances that you are in. You love being the victim all the time. You love not placing accountability on yourself, but yet pointing at other people and your dysfunction as a scapegoat to bypass your behavior and accountability that you need to have behind it. That is the epitome of dysfunctional. Because when the two are out of balance, the sides that I'm talking about, the power and authorities and the responsibility and the accountability, when those things are out of balance, they perpetuate dysfunction. This is no different than what we see in the black community. This is no different than we see within our own country. This is no different than what we see in the entire world. This is a true statement. This is the truth. It is consistent. No matter where you go, no matter what you deal with, no matter what circumstances you come across, if there's an imbalance of those two sections, it will create dysfunction. It will create resentment behind your dysfunction that other people may have of you. So it's upon you to fix these things. It's no one else's problem. No one is going to captain save. I mean, sure, we have a social structure set up that will catch you behind your dysfunction, but the damage is left with you. You won't truly recover, even though that there's a net to catch you. You're still going to feel that impact. It may not be a splat on the ground, but it's going to be something that leaves you with scars nonetheless. It's going to be something that it's almost like that game, where it's called the trust fall, where a person stands behind you and you trust that they will catch you, so you fall back, let your muscles relax, and they catch you. The person standing behind you is society. But I don't know if you guys have ran across this or not. There are some times where those people don't catch you, and you fall very hard. You women that are relying on these safety nets, one day that net is not going to be there, and you're going to go splat right on the ground. This is why it is most important for you to put the prioritization of fixing and addressing your dysfunctions first. Because they have this world that you live in is seen through the lens of a dysfunction. So you're not even seeing the world correctly because of it. You may not think so. You may think that the way that you live is okay. But what if I told you that your life could be a whole lot better than what you know it to be? What if I told you that the things that you see are not what they really are? You have a choice. Red pill or the blue pill. Nonetheless, it's still upon you to make that decision. No one else is going to feel sorry for you. No one else is going to pity you. The people who do pity you, I mean, y'all have a problem out there, especially the women. Y'all have a problem out there with backstabbing, because the women that do pity you really don't pity you. They wish for your downfall. They wish for your corruption. They wish for your furtherance away from what the truth is. And the truth of the matter is that you need to face these problems. Anybody who's willing to aid you in your dysfunction is not your friend. I'm going to say that again. Anybody who is willing to aid you in your dysfunction is not your friend. These are people that you need to keep a close eye on. You know, the one that's giving you the drugs, the one that's giving you the alcohol, the one that wants to party all the time. When you want to do something quote unquote square, they're not down for it because it doesn't involve their dysfunction being pleased. There's no instant gratification to that. I said I was going to do a standalone video for instant gratification, but I think I'll talk about it a little bit in this video. Instant gratification. This is a major problem when coupled with dysfunction, because instant gratification is what feeds dysfunction. I don't think y'all hear me. Instant gratification is what feeds dysfunction. Really think about it. What is dysfunction? Is it logical? No. Most times dysfunction is not something that is purely thought through. The people who think dysfunctional moves through are usually sociopaths and psychopaths. But most women don't fall in that category. So you have to be emotional if you're not rational. And what does emotional impulsivity do to you? It causes you to move without thought. That's the definition of instant gratification, in my opinion, because you're not considering the consequences of the gratifying effect that you're getting from whatever you're doing. You're just more fixated on what pleases you, what you find appealing. This is how dysfunction works, because dysfunction is, once again, like I akin it to a drug addiction. These people see what it does to their lives, but yes, they still chase the high of their dysfunction. They still chase the high of the instant gratification, delayed gratification, and discipline, and actually addressing your problems and being honest with yourself. Remember that I said that women lie to themselves first before anybody else does. You need to change all these things in order to be the woman that you're supposed to be. I don't want to soapbox you to death, but I think somebody needs to tell you. This is the truth. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to harm you. I want to see you do good. I want to see you be a productive person. And I don't mean getting money. I don't mean boss bitch. I don't mean all this cliche crap that doesn't mean anything. I really want to see you succeed. I really want to see you be something to be envied. No one on this earth envies you. Yes, you, BW. No one envies you. They make mockery of you, if anything. Be the woman that people envy. The only people that envy you are the ones who are less dysfunctional than you, who seek more dysfunction and instant gratification. So is it you who want to be like them, or is it them who want to be like you? Nonetheless, you're both running a fool's errand. I'm here to tell you, you can be much more than what this world says you are. But anyways, I've talked long enough. I'm a little shy on the time that I usually come out with these videos. I know I come out about 5 o'clock, my time, mountain time. But here it is. This is what you needed to hear. So, like, comment, and share. But until next time, this has been the Wolf in Beta Clothes. May you have a good day, and peace be with you.